Hello and welcome back. This is episode 9 of the Ballad of Wyatt Holiday. My name is Joshua, and I know sometimes playing these single-player RPG games can sometimes be a bit lonely or isolating, so if you ever feel those feelings creeping up, why don't you pop on this video or any other video in this series, or any series I do, and you can consider yourself to be gaming with a friend. So, what are we playing today? I am going to be playing Starfield, if you can believe that. But hey, like it or not, look where we are. It's Friday, baby. We made it. So let's end the week right. Why don't we end it with a little bit of gaming? Last episode, we did a little bit of selling, dropped off an artifact at the lodge, and then we went with Sam Coe to the Altair system. And from there, we got embroiled in quite the little conflict between Spacers, some Freestar Rangers who had teamed up with the UC Marines, some UC Marines going to a Freestar Collective research base and assisting. So that was quite an interesting little experience, and from that, we got a ton of loot. Like, a ton. We even put the Frontier through its paces. That ship... And it's the default ship. I've made no modifications. We really put that ship through its paces, and it had to take on 6 Spacer vessels, albeit not all at once, but it was pretty crazy seeing Spacers laying siege to the Altair system. So, why don't we load back in, and we need to decide what we're going to do this episode. I mean, first things first, I'm going to have to try to sell some gear. Ideally. Star Parcel here. They tried to extend last episode. They tried their hardest to make it a much longer episode, and I wanted to do it. She just couldn't meet me halfway. She just wanted to pay me whatever the default rate is, and, well, I wanted a little bit more. So first things first, why don't we go to the Sol system? Hopefully, we can make a little money on Sidonia, and... if we run out of money to make on Sidonia, we'll try to head back to New Atlantis. Hopefully we can get all this gear sold.
Grab jump complete.
This is United Colonies Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband.
I don't even know if I took the gear that I gave Sam Coe.
Welcome to...
I don't know if I took it from him. I don't know if I took it back from his inventory. And I know the Frontier has a ton of stuff, too. Oh, God. We are really,
This place and its history. Well, gotta admit, it's impressive. I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot of work. I wouldn't say no.
Let's trade some gear. Okay, so he's got all his, old gear. Or, well, all his gear. And we are definitely over encumbered. Let me see if I can open the cargo hold. Yeah, I can. And there's quite a bit in here. But we're just gonna... God, that is so many guns and so much stuff. Yikes. I'm just gonna sell all of this too. I know there's outpost builders who are just like, no, what are you selling all of this for? I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm holding 580 mass worth of gear, I suppose, not pounds, mass. Oh, jeez. Maybe we've got something we can sell in here that's for... The rip shank... They literally have 52 credits left if you look in that top right corner, and that's exactly what the rip shank is worth. Alright, we took them for every credit they had. Let's head a little further into Sidonia now. Oh, jeez. Whew, okay. Hopefully we can build up enough O2 to at least lightly jog to the trade authority. So here, I'm just gonna do a little walking for a minute, if you don't mind. Oh gosh, I love that big iron. And we're also gonna have to buy some 7.5 rounds today. Let's hope the UC store or the trade authority or something has just anything that we can use.
Have a depressing effect on some people.
I know there's like a UC
Not
store.
many
I don't think
places
it's
older than Aquila. This old
like-
stories.
it's
old
UC
planet.
exchange, not a UC distribution, but I think it's in function very similar.
We got lots of stuff. Just ask.
I'd like to
Cool.
trade.
That's what we do here.
I think we're also gonna have to. Yeah, let's look around. No 7.5 rounds. That is gonna be hard to be a ranger with a big iron if we run out of bullets. But let's buy some aid items. Never know when you need these things. You know, and I probably won't, but I kind of just want to make sure that he has as much money as he can have, so I can just sell. See, like we are just. We're pulling in too much, man. We're making that Sopranos money right now. I mean, I think we're certainly going to clear 100,000 credits. Alright, yeah, UC exchange.
The line, pushing ships hour after hour, said Ron Hope.
We got a lot of good stuff here. Come take a look, eh? Hello, welcome to the Sidonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colonies, straight to all of the wonderful UC soldiers, workers, and other citizens. I've got a little of this, a little of that, and maybe a little of some other things you wouldn't expect to find at the UC shop, But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So please, browse my stock and let me know what I can get for you, friendo.
Friendo? That must be Spanish for friend.
Take a look.
Well, 7.5 rounds and I'd be impressed. Yeah. It's really the thing I want the most. Actually, you know what? Let's buy ship parts. We're definitely gonna need them. I think Sam's rifle does more damage than this, so whatever, we're just gonna sell it. I'm not somebody that gets really attached to legendaries or uniques, so. This guy actually, money-wise, wasn't so bad. All right.
Be safe out there.
I know there's another store, like on one of the lower levels, or in residential, which I think is this way. Nope, that's enhanced. Where is residential's this way. Yeah. I just don't remember exactly where. So we're just gonna have to deal with declining O2 here.
Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
Ooh. Another Sanctum Universum chest. Do I just get access to one of those everywhere I go? I'm not sure what
Might wanna
drew me
stow
to
some of
this.
that. Just a suggestion.
But hey, That's cool. Is that Horus?
Faith in God is what brought us to the stars.
I offer a great opportunity for people who don't wish to deal with the Trade Authority. Hi, welcome to Jane's, Sidonia's only 100% independent one-stop shop. I apologize if I'm a little distracted. I'm currently dealing with a little issue, but please let me know if there's anything I can get for you. If I don't have what you're looking for, maybe you'll find something else you like.
I'd just be... Okay, let's see. She sells a weapon. A cutter. Which I probably need, don't I? Oh, crap.
My stock may be low.
Yeah, I actually do need that cutter. It's just easier. She doesn't have a lot here, so let's just sell off what we can. Which is not much, sadly. Oops.
See you around.
Error. Reading procedure 005799.
I think the lower level is just like mines and stuff. I don't know if there's a store there. At least I'm not entirely sure. Actually, you know what? Let's go down here. I know there's a bar here, but that's only for Red Devil vets. Yeah, I figured there was anything down here. Well.
You see those ads for YouTube?
Fictionalized account of a mech pilot.
Checking it out.
Well, we made quite a bit here. Let's maybe head to Aquila, or we may even head to Neon. Let's see if there's a job here, maybe a delivery job worth picking up. Oh. This may be worth doing. Maybe we could... This episode... You know what? This decided it for us. We are going to head to Porrima II after we're done selling stuff, so we better hope we're quick. So we're going to pick up this job. And we're going to handle that mission with that crazy ship that landed there. Or not landed there, but that ship that's hovering in orbit. And, you know, while there's a little time and space where nothing's happening, if you all were curious, what you saw on Wednesday, those sorcerers I was painting, those 40k 1,000 Suns Exalted Sorcerers, I finished the one in the pictures that was on the right. I still have one more to do, because I want to have two options that have Prosperine Kopeshes. Because that lethal 5-up is just deadly. I don't know if I'll actually have time to do it.
Yeah?
Talk to me.
If I can...
Your ship smells so much better than Dad's? Like, a lot.
So my schedule for this week, it is Monday when I'm filming this, Friday when you're watching, but I need to record this, do the edit, build an entire box of Kill Team terrain. I have a Killzone Shalnath box, which I'll put a picture of up if you're genuinely curious. I have to paint another sorcerer, which I'll put a picture of that up as well. And build the other half of my second Octarius box of terrain. And I need to build another chair, because my brother's going to be here and he'll need somewhere to sit. So, it is a very busy week for me. And not in any, like, fun ways. Oh, you know, we could have taken those parcels of mail to Titan. Because it's only right here. That could have been some. But are we really hurting for cash right now? Not really. Where's Porrima? It's right there. So, why don't we head to Cheyenne?
So, stay up late reading under the covers? Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet.
Jump complete. Want to do it again, just for fun?
Hold while we scan your ship.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Co. and where his stargazing landed him.
Have a nice time in Aquila City.
Alright, so let's land here in Aquila City. Hopefully the Trade Authority kiosk has some money, then we can stop at Shepherd's, Rolling Arms, and Laredo Firearms as well. I'm hoping against hope we can find some 7.5 rounds. If any place would have it, it would be Aquila. That's for sure. Oof. Okay, they don't have a ton of money here, but that's alright. It's enough to get some stuff sold. And that's good. Alright, they'll have 1 credit left. We are still quite a bit over on carrying capacity. I'll just let that CO2 go down a little bit. Let that O2 go up a little bit. Before at least doing a light jog over to Shepherd's. Hopefully he'll have enough credits to bring us down to under our carrying capacity. Alright, that's good enough.
You're out there a lot, right? In space?
I want to do your business quick. The Rangers plan on dropping by for an order soon.
I hate that line.
Well, all kinds of things. What are you looking for?
7.5? Nothing! Wow. Madness, dude. Absolute madness. So we're gonna sell that UC Marine pack. Let's just sell this gear. Man, we're still not under carrying capacity. What else could we possibly be holding? Oh, probably resources. That's actually probably what it is. Bet you our carrying capacity will start dropping like crazy. Yeah. It's amazing how much all that junk weighs. And there's probably a lot of aid items too, so why don't we just sell what we don't need? Which is probably quite a bit of this, but I don't like to sell anything that has like a treatment associated with it. Oh, and we're holding a bunch of ship parts. That probably is also really weighing us down. That's like 60 right there. Glad we saw that. So cargo hold F. Sheesh. Where is it? Aid. Cool. So we should, yeah, we're way under now. Now we're good.
You ask me? Traveling in Freestar collective space without a reliable sidearm is just asking for trouble.
So true.
Don't make me regret this now.
Oh my god. 7.5 millimeter white hot rounds. Somebody finally had them. That's a small miracle, honestly. Let's sell these 45 calibers. Whew. That is a slow-moving thing right there, man. Alright, we'll let her get 2 credits over on us. That's alright. Now that I've been around enough, I know where Laredo's is. At least I... What? There's an Aquila City Trade Authority? That is mind-blowing. I never knew this. Oh, well, I'll definitely have to go in there. Yeah, actually, let's see if they have 7.5 rounds. See, this is why I'm loving this playthrough. I'm learning so much.
Aquila City is bustling. One of the busiest trade authority branches. Welcome to Aquila City's trade authority.
Wow. Alright.
Huh. Down to business, then.
7.5? Nothing. Of course not. Well, that's a shame. Hopefully Laredo's will have something for us. And then we can head to Porrima II, finally.
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
Every gun gets a full Laredo guarantee. Here's what I have in stock right.
Nothing. Yikes.
Talk to Miss Lance if you want to make a purchase.
That man sounds like a Diamond City security guard from Fallout 4. I'm pretty sure it's the same actor. Okay. I just kind of want to see what else is over here. This is Gal Bank, I'm sure. Yeah. Man, Aquila City Trade Authority. That's great.
Spacers and the fleets are getting worse.
That's what they've always said. It's just fear-mongering.
Okay. We still have some stuff we gotta deliver to Porrima II, so...
Ever run into spacers? Scumbags and scavengers.
Captain Wyatt, greetings.
Alright, so...
Read any good books lately?
You know, I believe Aja lives on Porrima too. Maybe we can meet
Yes.
her while we're there.
I'm listening. I'm right behind you.
Switching me out for the big boss, huh? I see how it is.
Well, of course. How else do you expect anything to be done correctly?
Zing. But we're gonna assign Sam to the ship now. So we'll unassign Sarah Morgan. What? Oh. Well, interesting.
Yeah, the way you handle
Whoa,
things.
frame rate dips.
Not bad. Not bad.
Alright, that seems to have stabilized.
Time to join the stars.
So we gotta land on Porrima II. Drop off this jewelry. I certainly hope there's... we haven't wasted too much time. It said we had a 5-day time limit to get it done. 4 days and 22 hours. Okay. I never know with some of these because I don't know, like, if they're... I don't know how they measure time because, like, each planet does it differently, right? So... Alright, for some reason he can't. I still don't fully understand how any of this works. So we are going to Porrima II. What? Alright, let me travel to Volai.
We are now in stable orbit.
Oh. Grav jump is certainly taking longer. Is that because Sarah's unassigned from the ship? Probably. Yeah. But I would think if they are your active companion...
Please maintain your current course while we scan your...
I think, like, if they're your active companion, you should get all their buffs.
Alright, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
Thanks, Sturgis. Because now that used to be like a 5-second or 6-second. Now it's 8. Frickin' Sarah Morgan, dude. Trying to pad out the videos. I appreciate it, but these are already quite long.
Grav jump spinning down.
Alright, so there's that ship. The unidentified ship. Oh, let's try and talk to him. Hello? This is Wyatt Holiday. I don't think this is working. I'm going to attempt a docking procedure and we can talk on board. Oh. You think we can get on? I mean, we can dock with them, but I think we should land. Let's talk to Chief Sugiyama first. I think that's probably most important.
Everything checks out.
I think we should just automatically complete that job, yeah. Cool. Just got 2,104 credits. I think Sam and Cora are gone off the ship.
Fire up your hand scanner. I bet you'll find plenty here to catalogue.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I guess I can't talk to Chief Sugiyama now. Well, we're already here, so let's see if we can find him. This is a security office, so...
It may be paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
Okay.
Enjoy your stay, knowing you're in our capable hands.
That's a storage room. Alright, here we go. That's probably him.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
Huh. I've actually always been curious. Is Paradiso Security affiliated with the UC or Freestar Collective?
Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems.
Well, that's fair. But I'm here about the distress call you sent.
Ah, yes, of course. I'm glad you came. As you can imagine, we're in a bit of a predicament. Under normal circumstances, we would not enlist outside help in this manner. But this is a matter we can't afford to worry our guests about. As such, we need to handle this discreetly. Failure on your part to do so could have severe consequences.
I don't work for you.
Before we proceed, can you swear not to discuss this with anyone else unless explicitly directed to do so?
You're not in UC or Freestar jurisdiction. How bad could the punishment be?
You're right. We're not. Which means we're not bound by anyone's laws but our own. In other words, it's our system and our rules. Neither the UC nor the Freestar Collective will help you if you get into trouble here.
Well, let's just say, understood. I swear it. Let me know what you need me to do.
Great. I appreciate it. Not too long ago, a strange and enormous ship appeared in Porrima space. It is now locked in orbit around our planet. So far, it doesn't seem to be hostile, but any attempts to communicate with it have been in vain, so we're unsure of the ship's intentions.
Yeah, I saw it. I attempted to communicate with it, but was unsuccessful.
That matches our experience with it as well. Since you've already tried to hail them, you may have to go straight to boarding the ship. Whatever you do, it's important to remember to seek diplomacy with who or whatever's on board. As soon as you have any more information, report to Oliver Campbell. He's the CEO of Paradiso. All formal decisions will need to go through him, and he'll have your pay. Good luck.
Well.
We try to stay out of our guests' way, but we're always here if needed.
That actually does look really cool. I'd like to stay on a freaking resort planet.
Good day, Captain.
Maybe one day. Nope. Nope. Okay. Yeah.
So, where to next?
What's new? Ready for takeoff in 3, 2, 1, go! Orbital pattern locked.
Alright.
Easy.
Let's try and hail him again. Nothing. I guess it's time to go straight to docking. I've never done this mission, so I don't know what to expect. Now, I can do some basic deduction. I'm willing to bet it's not aliens. Humans of some kind would be my guess. Maybe like, I almost said pre-spaceflight humans, but maybe like pre-grav drive humans. You know, like the first people to flee Earth. No, they'd be super old by now.
When you have a moment.
Oh, you want to talk to me right now? I think that can... you know, let's just get it out of the way.
Here, I have something for you.
Oh, well, thanks very much.
You're welcome. I picked it up on one of our latest planetary expeditions. I'm more than just an extra gun, you know.
Dude, her eyes look so creepy. I appreciate the effort, though.
I'm just pleased I get to utilize some of my old field collecting skills. It's been a while. Check back with me from time to time after we return from our planetary jaunts. If I pick anything up, it's all yours.
Swell.
Hello, Captain.
I wonder if there was something else she wanted. Yeah, guess
Bye
not.
for now.
Okay.
Stay alert. Weapons at the ready.
Well.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
I agree with the captain. Now is the time for diplomacy.
Agreed. But we must be ready for anything. Now. Eyes and ears sharp.
Yep, I figured. No. It's gotta be pre-grav drive humans.
You're human.
Wait, what are you?
Oh, we're human. From the planet Earth in the Sol system.
Well, of course I'm human. I take it you were expecting something else?
It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
What is this ship?
You've come aboard the Earth colony ship, Constant. Generations ago, we set forth from the planet Earth with the mission of colonizing a new habitable world, in the spirit of our ancestors nearly a millennium ago.
I'm Wyatt Holiday, and I'm here to help.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others.
Your communications didn't work? Why is that?
We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
Wow. How did you all survive for 200 years?
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though, it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
Well, so you know about the people on the surface?
We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans.
Incredible. 200 years? How did it take you so long to get here?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work, and so they made the decision to leave when they did.
Oh. Oh, man. Let's see. Yikes. Okay. I'd love to know more, but maybe we should get away from this airlock first.
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge.
Interesting.
Dr. da Costa, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. for security purposes.
Careful waving that
I do not
fancy
believe
gun
we have
around.
need
We
to
don't
fear
need to
our
see what it
guest,
can do.
but I'll allow it if you insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction-level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Now that I've never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before you arrived. The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
So,
I have to say, with technology this outdated, I'm amazed this vessel is able to navigate at all. It's almost like walking through a museum.
Truly. Alright, let's talk to her.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
So how long have you been captain?
I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition.
Wow.
Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly.
Well, how's your crew holding up?
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
So is it difficult being captain for a colony ship?
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
Well, it sounds like you could use some help with your situation here.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
So what's wrong with your communication system?
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now. In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it.
Independence
If anything,
Day.
it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
She's talking about Independence Day. So, I'll help. Ooh, yeah, I'll help. Just tell me what you need me to do.
We know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Why not just find another planet?
Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was the perfect planet for us. Even if we had another viable candidate planet, we lack the resources to get there. And as you know, it took us 200 years to get here. Our people have no desire to go back to drifting the stars so their children's children can possibly settle on an inferior planet.
Well, I can do it if you tell me Oh, actually, I'll try, but diplomacy may require compromise.
Yes, yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such, but initially I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond.
Leave the planet? Porrima II is huge. Why not just settle on the other side of it, away from the others?
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people.
That doesn't make any sense.
Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
Yeah, it's like, are you out of your mind? There's no way they'll go for that.
I'm serious. We have a rightful claim to this land, and I intend to fight for it. But as you're currently our only hope, perhaps you'll honor my request and give it your all, for the sake of some very weary travelers who have come a very long way to be here. Thank you.
Okay, well, let's have a little bit of a discussion here. I'm not saying I'm against what she's saying, but I mean, hey, you want to go to war? With a hotel? What is this, John Wick? Holy shit. Can I talk to her again?
We didn't believe anyone would be out here,
Oh.
but I'm glad for it.
Okay.
Safe travels to you.
Does Sarah have any dialogue?
Yeah, what is it? Not at all.
Okay.
Until later.
Nothing.
I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein to wander the ship, but security will still be watching you closely. I hope you understand, given we have so little experience with people from the outside. It pays to take security seriously. Something I understand much better now than in my youth.
Okay, man, thanks.
And to think, all this time we thought we were alone. There is so much more to learn about now.
Truly.
Hey, if you ever want some piloting tips, I'm your chica.
Okay.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
I'm not sure if I want piloting tips from somebody on this old-ass rig, but sure, lady.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers. Just stay out of trouble.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Julia, I have a question.
Sure, Brackenridge. That sounds so familiar. Something from history slates that I've read. Oh, I feel I should know who this person is, but somehow it's escaped my memory.
Whoa. That's crazy. Do they like actually have like Earth species on here? Like birds and crickets and shit? I mean,
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
yeah, now obviously I know that's just a sound file, but I'm wondering like in-game, like in-universe, do they have those animals here? Because that would be really cool.
Wow. Hi. Wow. I've heard about you, but here you are.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that. We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Wow, twins.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
Well, this is certainly going to be strange.
Getting off right away, or do you need a little bit of time?
I'm gonna have to figure something out. I can't believe this lady's like convinced them to leave the planet. Like, pretty sure Paradiso's been here a long time. I don't know if you have the right to this planet. This is independent. This is like free space, man. We're not in Free Star UC. I think if... Now, I respect that. If she wants to take it, they're willing to fight for it. I mean, there's no real governmental body with authority here. At least not like we know it, so... You know. You know, maybe, might makes right in this scenario. Right of conquest.
Hello, and welcome back, Mr. Tofik. I am aware that this is your 8th visit to our resort. Your repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Actually, a question. Usually, when I come here, the shuttle takes a certain route, showing me the beauty of this world. But this time, our entries seem to take longer, and we pass by a lot more open water. Was there something wrong with our normal flight path? I heard the rumors of a ship in orbit.
Please allow me to apologize for this inconvenience. This alternate entry was required due to a meteor shower affecting the usual descent route. Nothing to worry about. To make up for this, allow me to credit your account with a 15% discount on spa amenities. Once again, we are dreadfully sorry.
It's okay, Viator. I know you're programmed to be overly concerned with your service. I just wanted to know why. But thank you for crediting my account anyway.
Hey man, that's not bad. Alright, so let's go see the chief. That is really cool looking. See, last episode I talked about New Atlantis would never stay clean because of a tropical environment. This is more what I had in mind, like Paradiso. Look at that. It looks like an 80s Miami building, and I love it. Living not too far from Miami myself. So let's talk to Chief Sugiyama. So, it sounds like you're the guy I need to speak to.
Something I can help you with?
Okay, let's try this again.
Yes. Let's get right to it then.
Yeah, he's got
Under
the
normal
predicament. We've already
such,
heard this
so.
dialogue.
Great. Not too long ago was
So
far.
Okay. It's a colony ship from Earth. So we're kind of reaching out to him now. We're telling him it's a colony ship from Earth. I've already spoken to them. They want me to communicate with you.
I see. Well, if you're speaking on their behalf, I'll refer you right along to the chairman of the Paradiso Group's board, Oliver Campbell. All formal decisions will go through him, not me. I'll let him know you're on your way.
Alright. Yeah, I imagine he'd probably be living in the big nice hotel.
Oh, Paradiso is absolutely beautiful. Can you possibly imagine a more tranquil place for a resort?
Yeah, I'm fairly new here, so sorry in advance if I screw something up.
Oh, they have an enhance.
Hope you're staying safe out there.
It's beautiful out there, isn't it?
It's my pleasure to make sure our guests are happy.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, this looks like a lovely place for a stay. Might also be the perfect time to stop for some food or a tranquility. Where should we begin?
At the executive floor. That's where we begin. Okay, where is he? Okay, he's gonna be...
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment?
Sorry. I kind of do. You have a problem with a ship in orbit, and I'm here to help.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
Ooh. What can you tell me about the board members?
What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble. Most of them are typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them. because they chill at their own private secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
So what were everyone's thoughts when the ECS Constant showed up?
People were a little freaked out around here, understandably. It looks so different and it's so massive. We honestly thought we were under attack by an unknown entity. But then, nothing happened. It just stayed there. No one could communicate with it. And we've been very careful not to alert the resort guests. The board believed it would be bad for business.
Well, I'm ready to go into the boardroom.
Sure. Have fun in the Shark Tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
No, holy guacamole.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are. We've got something
Rude.
special here. We should embrace that.
Belom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble. That being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront in a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs, that sort of thing.
Sounds good. I'll look into what that will cost us and we can circle back around to this.
Oh, okay, I guess sitting here.
I've been working on a new marketing slogan. Don't just imagine paradise. Live it in Paradiso.
We'll make some time for you, but keep it quick, yeah? Hello? I didn't realize Kiwi was letting people in here.
Well. You operate this resort outside the settled systems, don't you?
Not quite. We just don't answer to the Freestar Collective or the United Colonies. Makes things easier. We don't pay any taxes, we don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. And no one minds, because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone.
Well, okay. So, I understand you're the man I need to talk to about that strange ship in orbit.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
So why... So why is this problem so urgent to you?
We run a premier resort getaway here. We can't have our guests concocting stories about some budgy old ship hanging around up there. As it is, we've had to reroute our luxury liners round the other side of the planet on entry so no one sees it. It's bad for business. We need to nip this in the bud and take care of it before the tourists catch on and cause a scene.
Well, let's just get to the matter at hand.
Ah, we're being direct then. Good on you. So, what do you know about this dodgy ship I'm hearing all about?
It's a generation ship full of colonists from Earth, here after a 200-year journey. Ooh. Yeah.
Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Oh my god.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grab drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
They can't afford a grav drive? You're telling me I can clear out one base of pirates and afford a grav drive? And a star map. Holy smokes. Why can't they just settle on the other side of the planet or something?
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they may come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
Assimilate them? That... Oh my gosh. I feel like this planet is run by the Tevinter Imperium from Dragon Age. Holy smokes. These are human beings and you're worried about landscaping? That's absurd.
Well, absurd or not, that's our official stance. I make the decisions that are best for our entire group. You don't.
Well... Why can't we just let some other authority handle this?
We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see. Partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it. As I've mentioned, it could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently.
Well, if they cease to exist, are you suggesting I destroy the ship?
I'm not suggesting anything. Other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing.
Is this guy kidding me?
Make of that what you will.
This guy's... And actually, this is a good question. Why do I have to buy the grav drive?
It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
So they can live here, but they'd be indentured servants?
Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff.
Oh, jeez.
Guess we're tabling it for now. Let's circle back around ASAP, though.
Do I have to talk to them? I guess I don't have to go back to the ship and talk to them, so I guess I'm just gonna...
You're lucky I'm not like the other board members, lazing about the beaches without a care in the universe.
Alright, so about the colony ship.
And you've made your decision. We can help them resettle here and work off their debt, or we can outfit their ship with a grab drive at your own personal expense.
Hypothetically. Ugh, no. What if after all this they continue to insist on their claim to this planet predates yours?
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter as official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave.
Let's just ask them, hypothetically, what could make a ship like that go away?
I have no idea, because I'm not suggesting anything of the sort. But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. Must have really been pushing themselves. An engineer friend of mine told me once that the reactors on those old ships have a tendency to self-destruct if they overload. Of course, their engineers must have taken great care not to push it too far. Someone would likely have to override the safety systems in the reactor computer. But who would do such a thing?
Don't even think for one moment that this would be acceptable behavior. You can't just blow up their ship. That's insane.
Just like that, I didn't do anything. I'm just asking. Gosh. None of these are... Well, you know what? How much is the graph drive?
Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Bennu St. James over at HopeTech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return. Though you may have to help the Constant engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
I know this was a difficult decision. But if it's any consolation, I think you've made the right choice. Compared to the destruction of their vessel and relegating them to a life of servitude, I'd say this is the best chance they've got.
Yeah.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso group, we appreciate your help.
This is a bit of a sketchy one to me.
But we're always here if needed.
This mission is a bit odd. Possibly one of the more exciting things in human history, and this is like... They're just like, oh, let's just blow them up. Corporation bad. Doesn't make any sense to me. Let's blow them up or enslave them.
Hi there.
It's like, what?
Don't worry about us. We're just here to keep...
I feel like there can be, like... I don't know. Like another thing. Take them to New... Like, send them to New Atlantis, or... You know... I don't think I'd want to send them to Neon, but... I don't know. I'm gonna... Where's HopeTech at? I'm certainly not gonna destroy their ship.
Captain Wyatt.
But I definitely don't want them to be indentured to these Tevinter Magisters here.
Let me know when you're ready to launch.
Holy smokes. That is just absolute crazy talk. Holy smokes, man. This guy's like, hey, let's just blow him up. Fucking New Zealanders, man.
Orbital insertion complete.
Okay.
Now move freely about.
Should we talk to them? Yeah. I mean, we'll have to go to HopeTech? Where the hell is that? Okay, so we'll have to go to HopeTown on Polvo. We've been to Polvo. That's in the Narian star system. Okay. I think this is, you know, let's dock there. But I think this quest marker is telling me to go destroy them, which I'm not going to do, obviously. But we will see what if there's some dialogue options with the captain. I need to know how much this is gonna cost me. I feel like a fortune. I feel like it's gonna cost me a fortune. And I don't want that. Hopefully it won't cost more than 100,000 credits.
Hi. Please disregard.
Okay. Definitely not going to go to the reactor room and blow them up. Though it is tempting. No, I'm just kidding. It's not tempting.
Careful waving that fancy gun around.
There's the command bay. Okay.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out.
What is this? That's cool. The elevator doesn't work. Awesome. Neat. Or maybe because we're already on that level, I actually didn't think about that.
Equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take.
Where's the captain? Is that her?
I wonder what else is out there.
I know I'm getting up there in years, but I don't think I'll ever tire of flying.
Just stay out of trouble.
Yeah, I'm
We were
fairly.
never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Oh, there she is.
No matter the... We didn't believe anyone would be out here. But I'm glad for it. Don't forget to tell of us in your travels.
Alright, so there's nothing I can say to her. No, we're just gonna go this way.
These are exciting times, aren't they?
Maybe for you, buddy. Oh, no, we're not doing that. We are definitely not doing that. Oh, quest marker. Just trying to take me somewhere I don't want to go. It's taking me down the path of evil.
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien or something.
Oh, this haircut's are... I might blow this ship up specifically because of her haircut. Now I'm considering it. If this HopeTech stuff costs too much money, yeah, because of her, these people are dead.
We've got strict rules around here. They're strict for a reason.
Oh god, I should never have come back on here. Oh, it's a nightmare.
It definitely takes a special type of person to live their entire life, birth to death, aboard a single ship traveling through space.
Records? Oh, there's another one.
I wonder what it's like out there beyond our little community.
Hey.
Hydroponics, of course. This must be how the colony ship kept itself fed over all these years in space.
Yeah, I mean, that makes perfect sense to me.
Pleasant change of scenery.
Alright, so... we have no dialogue that we can engage in with them. But, I think we're gonna have to make 2 graph jumps here to get to Polvo. And that's okay. So, grab jump to this soy. No need to pad out these episodes.
We're here, hot off the stellar slide.
Okay, perfect. Definitely not Porrima. Yep, Valo. That's where we're going. Oh. Should be fast. Yeah. Less than a second. Nice.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Switching grab drive to normal propulsion.
Come on.
Scan complete. You're clear to land.
Alright. Let's head to HopeTown.
Site is clear. Descent start.
Never really been to HopeTown, so that's nice. It should be fun. Let's find this gentleman that we're supposed to find here. The only thing I know about HopeTown is based on a little bit of dialogue I had with one of the followers you can recruit in New Atlantis, Marika Boros. I believe she was from here at HopeTown.
Captain Wyatt, do you require my assistance?
Oh, that's a neat little place. They've got a trade authority kiosk, which is nice.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
It's great to see you. How is Ma?
Oh, same as usual. Except now all she does is goes on and on about how her youngest has made it. Tells everyone you met the Ron Hope.
I mean, Ron Hope's, well, friendly. And incredible. But everyone on the factory floor bumps into him on occasion. It's not that big of a deal.
My brother, the big shot at Hope Tech.
Let's get you settled in.
Hey.
Cool.
Excuse me. A little desperate here.
Don't care.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Idealistic and perhaps a bit of a dreamer. But you have to admire what he's accomplished.
So they have a ranger
Keep
outpost
an eye on your
here.
valuables. You can't protect your own.
Cool.
You don't belong here.
Pardon.
Really cool.
Ron Hope's the best thing that's happened to us.
So this must be
We be
security.
death off-worlders. Nothing ever good comes from them. Just keep it holstered and we'll get along fine.
Alright. Let's head on in.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
You ever check out the prices at Trident? You could buy like a fleet of HopeTech ships.
Workers like to play hard here. They deserve it.
Nope. Yeah, I feel like one of the birds from the old glass cleaner commercial.
Oh no, that wouldn't work. The O2 needs enough capacity for the whole ship.
I was just about to say that.
We could save valuable weight if we got rid of the pilot seat. Maybe an ottoman?
Yeah, I'm not even going to respond to that. So, I hear you're an expert with grav drives and other ship parts. I need to ask a favor.
Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time.
Oliver Campbell sent me. I'm here about a grav drive for an old colony ship.
Oh, you should have just said that. Of course I can help you. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era, and I have a decent idea what we're dealing with. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. It's some minor adjustments. It's in good shape, too. Parts not cheap, though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours.
40,000 credits. Paradiso can't afford that. Alright, maybe we can find a way to lower that price a bit.
It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are.
This is where, okay, I gotta get 4. This is one of those things where I'm hoping the easy ones just go through and I don't have to rely on maybe making a hard one. Now, you've had that old part for how long, and no one has offered to buy it?
True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for the right time. Perhaps this is that right time.
Okay, let's see. I know you'd like to help me if you could.
I hear you.
Okay, that's what I like to hear.
You think I'm a pushover?
No.
You know, I have to make a living too. And HopeTech can't just give away parts for free. Sorry, but I've got to charge you the same price as everyone else.
Fuck. Fine, that's fair, I suppose.
You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
Oh. Man. That sucked. Oh well.
You walk the factory floor? It's impressive.
We were this close, guys. We were this close to getting that price lowered. I don't know by how much. Maybe it would have only been 35,000, or you know, maybe it would have only been, you know, 38,000. But you know, every penny helps. Well, that's all right.
Greetings, Captain.
We'll make up that money again soon.
In on deck.
Yes?
Alright. Whew. We are creeping up into long territory here, so I'm going to try to make this one quick. So that's HopeTech, or HopeTown. We'll have to explore that a little more in the future as well. I mean, we eventually went back to Gagarin and looked around, so we can definitely go back and look around here for sure.
Orbital insertion done. Time to dance among the stars.
Alright, so let's head to Porrima. I don't think we can make it, right? We don't have the... yeah. Alright, let's grab jump to Volai first. Alright. We should be able to.
Our daring voyage.
Approaching ship. You've entered 3-star collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband.
Well, make your scan. I mean, we're grav jumping out of here.
That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
And we're off. They're not going to be happy about this.
Tiny tin can of fragile humans has survived being hurtled through space.
They're definitely not going to be happy about this. But I do think it's the best option for these people overall. Even if it's maybe not entirely fair to them, but is it entirely fair to ask Paradiso to leave? Not really. Okay. Yep. We'll have to figure something out. I just don't want this to go really, really bad. I just want it to go really, really agreeable.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't.
That's all I want. I just want things to be agreeable and everyone to go about their merry way.
I've lived my entire life in the constant.
Alright, let's go up to the command level.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
No, what the hell?
I've lived my entire life in the constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
So this must be
If
there.
the other colonists knew how many times the constant almost came apart at the seams. Whew. Well, thankfully, I never let it. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster-than-light travel and eclipse our poor old ship?
Yeah, we have tech called a grav drive that allows ships to bend space.
I knew it. It's incredible! I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing! I'll have to learn more. Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And, I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today.
Well, I'm Wyatt Holiday, and there's something else I need to talk to you about, Amin.
Yes, of course. Anything for my new friend.
Friend? Look at that. Okay. Actually, we should ask, if your predecessors knew about grav drives, why didn't they just wait for it instead of setting out? Well, I mean, stuff like that exists in theory. I forget what it's called, though.
Ah, great question. I do not know for sure, but I can venture a guess.
Alcubierre drive,
All
I
the reading
think.
I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work, or if it did, that it would work.
I have to
at the
Google
scale
that now.
needed. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did, fully believing it was the only way.
Okay, so based on what I just Googled, the Alcubierre drive is a speculative warp drive idea according to which spacecraft could achieve apparent faster-than-light travel by contracting space in front of it and expanding space behind it under the assumption that a configurable energy density field lower than that of a vacuum could be created. Interesting. So, I'm supposed to help you prep the ship for the grav drive.
What grav drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do. All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work?
You need my help.
Yes, of course I need your help. My team needs to stay on top of their daily maintenance, and I need to make my own preparations for this gravity drive you brought us. Your help is going to be vital to this procedure. And have no worries, it'll be easy. I'll guide you through the process.
Well, ready as can be. It's probably going to want us to use the shipbuilder.
Great, great, great! There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Got it? Let's hop to it!
I don't know what any of this shit means. I don't know what any of this is. What does he want me to do? Prepare... It's fucking so stupid.
Wow.
Engineering computer alpha? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this. Reroute power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Port turbo pump. Oh, which one? I don't fucking remember. Auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Port turbo pump to auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Okay.
I wonder what it's like out there beyond our little community.
Oh, that's a reactor computer. Yeah, I can't get in there. Okay. This thing is something I gotta turn power down to like 50%, or 5%. Turn the plasma run inhibitor to 5%. Plasma runoff inhibitor. Okay.
People always...
And decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Oh god, see, and the thing is, they don't put this somewhere where you can read it easily, so you gotta fucking memorize this stupid shit. Which is, I guess, coming from a Morrowind player, I shouldn't mind, but you know, who the I don't know. Who the fuck wants to remember? Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Oh my god. See, I already forgot it, and I just got out of this. Decouple magnetic flange pipe enclosures, auxiliary module assembly. Magnetic flange pipe enclosures, decouple from auxiliary module assembly. God, I hope I did that right.
Looks like everything is good to go on both your end and mine. Can you go inform the captain while they're finishing the installation? Thanks. So we'll finally be able to go wherever we want in a blink of an eye. Incredible. See you!
I appreciate his enthusiasm. But that whole part of that quest, you're telling me that guy, while he was standing there, he couldn't do any of that? That just seems like that was intended specifically for the sole purpose of wasting time.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
But overall, we're gonna help these people though.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that. Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life.
The grav drive is installed. You should be all set now.
Well, well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done.
Where will you go now?
We don't yet know, but we did receive a star map from the Paradiso engineers. I suppose we'll just chart a course for other suitable habitable worlds until we find one that matches the quality of Paradiso. Porrima II here.
Well, no problem at all. I'm glad it's all worked out.
Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
Oh god, get out of the way.
Just stay out of trouble.
You're giving me a lot of bizarre items that I don't want.
Now that we know there are other people out there,
I wish that they would stop giving me this crap. Oh, thank you for saving our entire society. Here's a hockey stick.
Hi there.
Great. How many more days?
I like how she's complaining about being cooped up in here when I'm fairly certain she's never been anywhere else.
We were never trained to address threats coming from.
Holy smokes. That was, she capitulated very easy, I'll say. So, let's just do this right now. We are not going to do that today. But come Monday, we are finally going to be joining the Freestar Rangers. We have a few things here worth selling. And maybe we'll store this somewhere. I don't know if there's maybe somewhere we can take this stuff. I think on Titan is where New Homestead is. So maybe, and I know they've got like an old Earth museum there, so you know, that might be something we can drop some stuff off at. Oh. Not as strong, but that's a sweet little gun. That might, that pistol might be worth our time. I mean, we can... Ooh. Yeah, we might keep this. Oh, it's just... We'll hold on to it for now. We'll hold on to it for now. We'll look at some of this stuff later. At the start of next episode, I think we're going to hit New Atlantis. And from there, we'll sell some gear. So, let's do a brief little review. This episode, no real conflict. Well, there was conflict between Paradiso and the Constant, but no battle. And maybe that's not exciting to anybody, and I apologize if it isn't, but that was not, in my opinion, a well-done quest. It had the capacity to be cool, but I would say it was very, very, very underwhelming. But that's just me. But next episode, as you saw, I marked it. I marked the quest, deputized. We will go speak to Emma Wilcox at the Rock. Even though the Rock is the Fortress Monastery of the Dark Angels, it's fine. We'll let the Freestar Rangers have this one. And that will be how we start off next week. So Monday, be ready for that bad boy. We will be joining the Freestar Rangers finally. And that will be episode 10. So that's a good way to celebrate 10 episodes. And if you enjoyed this, why don't you maybe like the video and maybe even subscribe. And if that's not your jam, if you didn't enjoy the show, then, leave me a dislike. But if you do that, drop down in the comments and let me know what it is that you didn't like. Was it my presentation? Is it the game itself? Or was there something else I failed to take into account? But more than any of that, I am just so thrilled that you took the time to game with me here on this Wednesday. And I will see you next time in the Starfield.